stories and testimonies. And now, Christian Media Spotlight with your host, Joe Neal.
It's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It is time for an all-new edition of Christian Media Spotlight. It's Christian Media Spotlight. The Tuesday night music hangout is on the air. Joe Neal here with you. Good evening, everybody, alongside Elizabeth. It's freezing, and she knows it. Clap your hands. Bud Holthouse.
Hi.
Great to have you with us tonight. Yeah, most of the country, it's a little bit, dare we say, wintry.
-5 degrees.
Huh?
My computer says -5 degrees.
Right now?
That's what it says.
Oh, ew. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Really?
Ew.
Oh, you are not kidding. Wow.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. Yeah. No.
Wow.
Yeah, and by tomorrow it's supposed to be like 3 degrees. In the morning.
Wow.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
13 for a high and a low tomorrow. Ooh, of -8.
Yeah. No. 3 degrees.
-8 tomorrow. Bud, even colder tomorrow night.
Just call it North Pole. Just call it North Pole.
No, this is like Antarctica. This is
Just call it Antarctica.
Yeesh. You know, you're making my 34 not look so bad.
See, I would rather be in the
It was clear. I mean, it got to 44 today, which was pleasant. It was beautiful sunshine
in the
today.
30s again, like next week or so. But
Well,
yeah.
tell me how boring that is.
Can I
Just
come?
tell me how boring that is.
Okay, but can I please come and like enjoy that for a while?
Isn't that the most like boringest
Any of my
winter weather forecast you've ever seen in your life? I mean, this is
any of my Washington friends. Can I please come enjoy your
not that I'm complaining because I have like the next 5 days off. Not that,
but
you know, I have like the next 5 days off, so I'm not complaining about this. But this is
any of my
this is a ho hum boring.
If any of people are in Washington or somewhere near warm weather like that, can I please come and just visit and enjoy it for a while and possibly not leave from it?
By the way, as we get started this evening,
Yes.
do want to let you know that in case you missed the little, article drop earlier today.
Thank you for that.
At long last, the features article with Lynn Chen from Freedom Heart. If you want to get to know Lynn Chen from Freedom Heart a little better, you can go to our Christian Media Spotlight main page on Facebook, or you can go to the CMS TV Spotlighter community group page on Facebook. Either way, right at the top, you will see this news magazine style features interview article conducted by one of our contributing writers. Oh, I don't know, first name of Spud. And you will see this little article, and you will get to know more about Lynn Chen and some of the different stuff she's going on. So if you want to know more about Lynn, well, there you go.
I texted Lynn the link of it, and she's like, "Oh, I'll check it out."
Yes, I'm finally getting caught up on some stuff that's been kind of on the back burner for a little bit. So
I finished typing out my entire Bible study last day after working on it somewhat last night.
Oh.
And it's called "The Prayers We Wait On," is what I labeled it.
The Prayers We Wait On.
Yes.
There we go.
It's basically in that mix of how sometimes we might have an unanswered prayer, but then it turns into a prayer that's answered.
Oh, see, there you go. If you want to come to Washington, she says her couch is available, Spudalicious.
Wait, who? What? What now?
If you're coming to Washington, she says her couch was available to stay at if you were coming up this way.
Oh, yeah. But
school is closed in Georgia tomorrow. Yeah, we Need I mention again? We don't have that problem out here. We have icy, chilly mornings. It was only like 23 this morning, but compared to -5, I'll take it. 23 is chilly. It's cold in the mornings. It gets to the mid-40s during the day.
Right.
23 in the morning. There's frost on the car. There's frost on the car. It's cold.
Even Chewy doesn't.
Compared to the -5, I will take it. Oh, I'm sure Chewy's probably like, oh, heck no. I will pee in the house.
Chewy's like, I'm coming back in after I get let out in the morning. I am not staying out in this weather long.
Pretty much. Mercy and Love, good evening on YouTube tonight.
Hi, Jeffrey. Which, yesterday...
You're convinced it's Jeffrey, are you?
No. Well, I mean, I know Mercy and Love...
No, you do. Has he confirmed this?
Well, when I go to the Mercy and Love YouTube channel, it's him talking about Bible study stuff. So I know that one's him.
All right.
But we did confirm on the Zoom the other night, however, that it was basically read the entire time on the other two.
How did we confirm this?
Well, see, I kept telling Jeffrey that I blamed him, and like was convinced and got a confession from when I called him the night after we...
So, wait, who confessed?
Well, Jeffrey's like, well, you have all of the, like, how it was watched in the wrong order. Because he said that he watched on his tablet, phone, and computer. And he goes, you have all of that in the wrong order.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, haha, so you did confess just now with that. And he's like, sure, we'll go with that. And he was talking to Red at the same time that I called him about that night. And Red's like, I love how you went from blaming it on me to thinking it was Jeffrey this entire time. So I just went with it. And I'm like, I'm going to keep this going. And he did. And I'm like, Red, you did well once again on making me believe it was somebody else other than you when I should have known it was you. But yes, he confirmed on the Zoom by saying, I'll tell you one thing. It was me on the computer. That is what Red told me. It was him on the computer. And I'm like, oh, well, I would have thought it was Jeffrey, but nope. It was Red the entire time.
Alright. Lots of stuff coming up. We have our rolls of the national days coming up in just a little bit. We have several requests to get through tonight. It snowed for a little bit here in Georgia. See, I almost, if it's going to be relatively cold, I almost want a little snow, but we're not getting any. We're not even getting rain. Again, we're not even getting nothing. It's just sun.
You want us to send you your snow and rain back to you guys a little?
Yeah, you can keep the rain. I don't mind that. If it's going to be this cold, I would much rather it snow. But you can keep the rain.
Okay.
I mean, I'm all right with the sunshine. If it's going to do that, I'm all right with this. I'm not complaining about the sunshine.
No.
I'm not at all. I'm not complaining.
I did notice that this background that I found for Skype works a little bit right now than whatever background I had for a while.
Wait, that's a background?
It's a Skype background.
That is? What? Of what?
I don't know.
Looks like it's just interesting.
I don't know, but it's a Skype background. But
well, it's like it's a doorway heading into a room or something. Yeah. I don't. Interesting.
Although you never know where I'm going.
We do have a comment from watching on YouTube tonight. Thanks for all. Of course, we are on Facebook and YouTube tonight, as we always are. There's a.
Oh gosh, now what?
There's a YouTube comment that says, hi, from Plumber Paul Greatest Hits.
You know, normally this is where I would say Jeffrey made this, but I'm going to guess it's Red this time on that one.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, Melinda. Of course, Melinda is my Washington friend over here. She's up north near the Seattle area. Beautiful, sunny, cold days here. Have you checked this out, Melinda? Where this is like the most sunniest, boringest weather. This is Melinda. This is this is crazy for this time of year. There's not a drop of anything, rain or the frozen S-word stuff on here.
I wish right now I could show you what
There's
our weather look like with the snow.
Yeah, crazy. Raining right now in Georgia. We darn love the music, says Plumber Paul. Greatest hits. Well, music, you say? Let's just get right into it, shall we? With the music, we wouldn't want to keep our Plumber Paul greatest hits during fans waiting, now would we? This is a request from Red tonight. It's the Hebrew song.
Ooh, Rob Reed.
That's right. It's the Hebrew song. Israel. That's right. Rob Reed right now. Up a request from Red here. Plumber Paul greatest hits is, can you play Squirrel Revival? I'll see if we can do that there.
Okay, maybe
10 degrees as we speak here in Clinton, Massachusetts. Ugh.
See. Okay, I first was gonna blame Jeffrey for the Plumber Paul greatest hits thing, but then like it's probably Red again, and then I hear Squirrel Revival, and I'm like, could it be Jeffrey?
Again, Mary Beth.
I don't like when both of those.
This is crazy. Y'all on the East Coast are making our 34 look like.
Yeah, do you want to show some of your Washington friends, like Melinda, like what ours is?
Melinda, Mary Beth, we are okay with hogging the good stuff right now, I think.
Do you want to show Melinda and Mary
What's
Beth
up, Chris?
like
How
what
you doing, sir?
Is there, Joe?
Huh?
I said, do you want to show Melinda and Mary Beth like what our weather is over there? So like they can see. Yeah. Yes. Like so they can know like they're good with. Yeah, earlier when Chris did a live stream, it was only 1 degree, feeling like -11. Who said that? No. 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 I mean, we'll get through your 30s and we'll get the 30s.
Oh, and I was muted this whole time. Ask any Seattleite. This is weird, even for us this time of year. This is kind of weird. Like, why are we having like 3 or 4 weeks of extended just dry and nothing?
Even Jess said it's weird for them over on the eastern side.
But yeah, no, this is. Make no mistake. At nights, it's like in the 20s. So it's cold. It got about 23 last night. So it's chilly. It's still cold at night, but during the day, God, it's spectacularly like beautiful. I drive to work. Some mornings there's a little bit more fog than others, but I drive to work. Like this morning, the last 2 mornings before that, it was pretty foggy until about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. But this morning when I drove to work, sun was out. It was clear skies. I mean, yeah, it was still bouncing back out of the freezing mark, but Mount Rainier was out. I mean, it was just like, wow. It's just like, it's...
I would love to see Mount Rainier again sometime.
Not bad at all. I mean, it was...
-5
for Spud over there.
I'm thinking about having to make...
It's 18 here. Well, where is it 18 there, Plumber Paul? Greatest hits. Where are you from?
Is it?
There are gonna be a lot of people that would need their plumbing redone. How much does Plumber Paul charge?
What?
And whether it's here at night in the 20s or whether it's Spud in the -5s. That is a good reminder to all of you out there. Have maybe one of your faucets. If you have your faucets off all night long and not running at least a little bit, maybe have a little drip, drip, drip going on one of your faucets, just on the hot side, just a drip, just to keep things flowing. You probably do not want a pipe burst because it's frozen, and then have to call Paul, or have to call my kid all the way over there because he has to come like with his big. Because that's what he does for a living, and take his big old dryer machines and dry you all out, and demo a bunch of things because you had a pipe burst.
I might have to make some hot chocolate in a minute.
We usually have snow in November and December. I know the mountains have got a decent amount to keep running, so the mountains necessarily aren't complaining, even though I'm sure they like more right now. But the lowlands haven't really gotten any this year, and I think Yakima, where you are, Monica, has gotten a little bit this year, but probably nothing like what you're probably used to right now this time of year. Not that I'm sure you're complaining, because you don't really care for that kind of stuff. But 31 feels like 22. Oh, that's that. See, the feels like marker.
And then we will play the rappery too.
Minus 34 feels like 34 though, so there's no wind chill. It is calm, so 34 feels like 34.
Yeah, we got the wind chills.
There's no wind chill. It's 81% humidity. That is crazy in itself. It's not. Our humidity is not usually that high either.
My computer says it feels extra cold.
Where Celeryville, Ohio. Oh dear, it is minus 5 with it feels like of oh god. Minus 10.
What again?
Minus 10.
Yeah.
19. 6 mile an hour wind feels like minus 10. I'm sorry. 0, minus 5, 10. Anything beyond anything in single digits, I'm sorry, just feels downright
It says nearest
cold.
snow, like on my computer, it says nearest snow is 99 miles away.
I'm ready to sign Plumber Paul a record if he's ready. 24 here when you're getting snow. Man, winter is just absolutely.
It says that.
Yeah, the only snow we've gotten has melted immediately, and that's crazy for the east side of the mountains, especially.
We have to go outside to wear a face mask and a hat and gloves because you don't want to go out and thing.
Let's see if we can. So this is the latest. No, this is the latest temperature map, just to show. Look, that is a pretty cold, wintry temperature map, guys. See that big old purple? That's bad cold right in there. East and northeast is getting soft. Out here on the west, where the lighter blue is, a little more mild where we are, kind of more to the west coast.
By 10 a.m., we're supposed to get 1 degree.
The blue is not bad. So southern Oregon into California ain't bad. But yeah, if you're not too terribly the cold, you're going to tolerate this weather we've got over here. Over there, that's some brutal stuff as you get through.
By 10 a.m., it said it's supposed to be 1 degree by 10 a.m.
Yeah, from Michigan probably all the way through the northeastern seaboard. It's just downright brutal.
By 10 a.m., it's supposed to be 1 degree.
I prefer 60 degrees, but I'll tolerate the current weather. Well.
So, anyone want to take 1 degree weather tomorrow at 10 a.m.?
No, I'm okay with near 40 at 10 a.m. It's okay. You can. I'm all right.
I mean, Monica, do you want to take the 1 degree weather for me tomorrow?
I'm guaranteeing you, she probably will not either. Right now, Shamat, the old Israel Hebrew song, Robbery. Now, as we kick off the music hangouts.
Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. I've got a question. Do you know the King of the Jews? The promise promised Messiah, the Holy One who you must choose to gain eternal life and forgiveness from all of your sin. This King is named Jesus. He once died, but he rose again. Shema, here we go, Joe. Israel. You don't have to get on. Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. Another question. Do you grasp the 3 in 1? Echad is the usage, yet it means more than the singular one. The Shema, it states the plural, when God could have used the word Yahid. Echad is the usage, the word that God used for Adam and Eve, and the two shall become one. Shema Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. I got one more. Now my last questions. Have you read from Yirmiyahu? That's Jeremiah in Hebrew. God makes a new promise. He makes a new promise for me and for you. And how about Daniel? The prophet lived in a den of a lion. Then read chapter 9, when Daniel predicted the coming Messiah. Here we go. Let's see how well I did with the Hebrew lesson. Shema Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. Shema Israel.
Ah, yes, indeed. Another Rob Reed right here on the Music Hangout on this Tuesday night. Ah, nothing like a little Hebrew song from Rob there. It is the Music Hangout tonight. It is time, as we usually do, about this point in the show, for a roll through the what?
National Days? No, I'm sorry. It's not National Days. It's National Day Days.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. If you own horses, it is International Hoof Care Week. That's right. So, if you own horses, well, hoof it to your horse and check it out. There you go. Today is National Check Your Coverage Day. I'm just going to talk about insurances because first of the year things change. Sometimes for the good, if you have a decent employer, and sometimes for the not so good.
Right.
So check your coverages and make sure you don't have any surprises. I'm going to now. Okay. Today is National Hugging Day. There you go. Today is Grandma Day. Just don't don't be like the holidays and don't run her over with a reindeer. Okay.
Well,
Don't do that. But it's appreciate your grandma today. That is, if you have grandma still living.
I don't have
Mine, I don't
any.
think I do anymore because mine passed at 90 years
My
old.
mom's mom passed in 2014 and my dad's mom passed in 2021. So I don't have any of my grandmas.
Let's see how many people How many people succeeded at this today? It's International Sweatpants Day. How many of you rocked the sweatpants today? All right. How many of you rocked the sweatpants? Today is National Bakers, Crafters, Makers Day. How many of you did any of those things? Bake, craft, or make? What? Oh. How many of you have funky designed socks? Huh?
Oh, I
How
do.
many of you have funky designed socks?
I do.
Because it's National Cheesy Socks
I
Day.
have hot chocolate socks.
Cheesy Socks Day.
I got some socks that are green and red with hot chocolate mug on them. And
today this is an interesting one, National Conscious Uncoupling Day. Apparently promoting amicable separation. It's interesting. Food-wise, it's National Granola Bar Day. How many of you like granola bars? See, you don't have to tell me twice with this day. It's One-Liners Day. That's right, you comics, you comedians out there, hey, you can show off your best one-liners today. I'm here all night. It's National Hug Your Puppy Day. Go figure, and he's not even here though.
He'll come back eventually. I know he will.
Own Your Own Home Day today. It's also rid the world of fad diets and gimmicks day. Amen. That's what day it is today. Today is also Thank Your Mentor Day. That's right, Thank Your Mentor Day today. What?
Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. So yes, you can share photos of you hugging your pet, or you can share photos if you want to the messenger, and we feature on the air of your cheesy socks, of your best.
I don't think I could send a picture of.
Now then, there's one more national day today. I'm going to save it for a minute. I'll come back to it in a second.
What?
The reason why. Let's go on to tomorrow's, because tomorrow is Wednesday. We don't have a hangout on Wednesday, so January 22nd. Do you have a cat, Spud?
I don't have a cat, but I do remember telling you.
For those that do, I want to see how many of you actually do this. Okay. Tomorrow is Answer Your Cat's Questions Day. How many of you answer your cat's questions?
Okay. See, I don't have a cat, but when my third older sister did have a cat and she was living at our house, I remember shutting my third older sister's black cat's tail in the door of the refrigerator, and that cat jumped up and scratched my hand.
I guess it didn't like whatever you answered it with, apparently, with their questions. Yeah, I'll have to ask my youngest, who does have cats. Do you answer her questions? I guess mine is fine. Plumber Paul Grace says, unless they take bicycle insurance. Well, we're talking about bicycle insurance, but check your coverages for health insurance too. Unless it's on your bicycle insurance too. But I mean,
we went from negative.
I don't wear sweatpants. I always wear shorts. Well,
fair enough, Fred, for you.
So, don't wear pants. Duly noted. All right. Also, but Plumber Paul Greatest Hits, do you wear cheesy socks? That's the question. Do you wear cheesy socks with those shorts? Maybe you don't wear socks either. I don't know. But food-wise, it's National Blonde Brownie Day tomorrow. So if you want to bake some brownies, some blonde ones, go right in for it. Tomorrow, some of you may need this national day today, and that's the reason why you're indoors watching this right now. It's Come In From the Cold Day tomorrow.
Oh, well.
How appropriate with it being so frigid across much of the U.S. right now. Come in from the cold day.
I won't be doing that tomorrow, as I've been indoors this entire time.
Oh.
I'm not going out in that. It's negative 6 degrees right now.
Oh, it went down another degree? Ooh,
No, it
ooh.
went up.
Oh, no. See, -6, you lost it. See, now 5, +5. See, this is math 101. See, but +5 to +6 means you went up a degree. If you go from -5 to -6, that means you lost a degree. That means you got a degree colder just now.
I'm bad at math.
That's okay. You'd have the right idea if you were going up, but not if you're going backwards.
Okay. Thank you for helping me, because I totally, went past that.
No problemo. That's what I'm here for. Just to remind
That's why
you.
I got people to help me.
Just to remind you that you got a degree colder. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. All right. As we continue
I need some
on.
hot chocolate, I think, after this.
What do you think I was sipping on all day? Oh, by the way, thank you, Lacey. I will give my work a rare shout out today on air. Thank you, Lacey Costco, for the free coffee and donuts today. In our break room, probably at least a quarter of those were glazed donuts, but they got them from the Simple and Delicious donut place down the street, and oh my word. Ugh. There must have. I walked in our conference room, which is right down the time clock. I walked into our conference room, which is down from where they had the coffee today. There must have. I shudder to think how many dozen are still in that conference room right now. I walked in the conference room. There must have been 25 dozen donuts in that conference room today. I'm like, man alive! There's more donuts you can shake a stick at. I'm like, I've been telling my course like. Take 2. They won't care. Probably they won't miss it if you take 2. Go ahead. Just come back for seconds. It's fine. There's enough donuts to go around here. And
I wish to have.
It's
I am very determined.
Traveling Tom's Coffee Truck, which, by the way, apparently it's a new franchise that's of the same people who bring us the Kona snow cone truck.
See, I'm determined to get the K-Cups of the hot chocolate K-Cups that of what I tried when I was out there in Michigan, I believe, that you got.
Peppermint mocha.
Do you remember which one I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The place where you got the hot chocolate?
Uh-huh.
The place where you got the hot chocolate in Michigan, remember what that was called?
I don't remember what place that one was called. Nor I don't remember what they called the drink that I got. I don't even remember what they called it. They called it some special name. I wish I remembered, but unless I document it somewhere, I probably don't.
I just found.
But yeah, and see, the thing is, a lot of us got seconds with our coffee today because it was free. I think I probably had 2 coffee drinks, and I think I probably had an energy refresher or something or other at some point. So yeah. So thank you for coffee today, folks. We kept us all wired.
Was it called Tim Hortons or
what?
No, there's a Tim Hortons over here, but I don't know what that was.
No, the one we went to was some localized something or another. Now in Michigan there was a Tim Hortons, but if you're talking about when I visited you, no, it was probably it was some local mom and pop shop we went to, and I don't remember what it.
Yeah, but we had the thing of the hot chocolate when you got it with the order from when we were during the live event. I found the cake.
Oh, Michigan! When I ordered you, and I one.
Yes.
And I took a coffee order. It was,
I didn't think it was Tim Hortons, but
no.
But it started with a T.
No, it was a B. I think it was Big B's.
Oh, Big B's.
I think it was Big B's or something like that. Big B's coffee, I think. Which was real big in Michigan. I was told to try that. It was Big B's.
Yeah, there's a thing that
I think that's what I got.
Cup that I
was Big B's.
Found one time or other.
Yeah, I think that's what I got was Big B's. Yeah. Yeah, that is a lot of donuts. Yeah, that was a ton of donuts. I think when I stopped manning the door, I think there was probably still when I left. There's probably still. God, there had to have been probably 8, 9, 10 dozen left. Probably still. Yeah. We joked at work today. Everybody was on the any sort of New Year's resolution or diet. My work just decided to go about that. Let's just drink them all right now. Let's just hold my coffee and donut. Here we go. No shame in our donut eating game today, folks. We might as well have been cops today. Yes, we ate our share, our weight in donuts and coffee today, folks. Yeah. So, but yes, as we continue the national days here, tomorrow, I'll get back to the one we're missing from today here in a second, because tomorrow is this is an interesting one. Library Shelfie Day. It's basically where you go into your library and you take a selfie with you in a library bookshelf at your local library. Library Shelfie. Libraries, selfies, put them together, library, shelfies. That's right. I don't come up with these days, folks. Today we have Grandma Day. Tomorrow we have Grandpa Day. Naturally, right? Grandpa Day tomorrow. Tomorrow, some of you may like this. Some of you may not want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. Tomorrow is National Hot Sauce Day. Hot Sauce Day. Tomorrow is Sanctity of Human Life Day. So a lot of you pro-lifers tomorrow. Tomorrow, finally, is National Polka Dot Day. A day for you polka dotters tomorrow. And also, so I come back to the one from today, which is really weird because I kind of got a request down there for it, which now that I know what day it is, I will play this right now, because finally on the national days, today is Squirrel Appreciation Day.
You're making me think back to the time that I sang on here the squirrel song that I made up from the Journey Don't Stop Believin', but with squirrel in the title. Do you remember that?
Yes. But yes, National Squirrel Appreciation Day. And yes, Monica, comments are coming through. YouTubers probably won't see Facebook comments unless I bring them up. If you're watching on Facebook, you won't see the YouTube ones. So there's 2 different platforms we're simulcasting on tonight. Just FYI. So I love polka dots. I'm sure you'll probably wear a polka dot shirt tomorrow.
And you'll never know where I'm going to do that sub from.
I had coffee one time. I could ever run a marathon? Oh, interesting. I don't go in the library. I hate reading. Oh,
wait a minute. Who does not like reading?
I guess that's my day, because when I was a kid, I drink hot sauce, half a bottle. Ha! Drink hot sauce, half a bottle for a day. What? Cholula? Tabasco? What the heck did you drink? Frank's Red Hot? What did you drink?
Who doesn't like reading?
Your dad's greatest hits. Plumber Paul's greatest hits. I do ask my cat if he wants to go outside, and he answers back by meowing. That's cool. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Yes. My cat had a personality of his own. He yeah. Oh yeah. And I've always had animals. Not surprisingly, that have always pretty much been food motivated. The Book of Unusual Knowledge. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Been waiting for y'all to go live. We've been live for the last 43 minutes and 10 seconds. And counting. Hey, how come we didn't get told in the... Spud, did you ever share it to the thing?
Huh? Yeah, I did.
You did?
Huh?
Maybe everybody missed it. I don't know.
It might have been like a weird glitch because I thought it. I know it.
Oh. People should have your notifications for CMS turned on if you're on Facebook right now. Anyway, sorry I didn't share the stream with you. It's okay. A subtle reminder for those of you to turn your notifications on CMS if you would like to be notified by Facebook whenever we go live, if it even works. I don't know if it works anymore, but
I'll look to see if I reached.
I know I get notified when Red goes live because I see that, and I do get my notifications when I go live. I know that, but maybe everybody doesn't get them. I don't know. I do have notifications, but I didn't get it. Oh, Facebook.
It's so weird because I thought I shared it on the main page. I know
I got for some reason I got it. Maybe see Christian Media Spotlight is live. It's on there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I got my notification. I don't know. I didn't get a notification like I normally do. Weird. I got my own notification apparently. I don't know. Well, I'm glad to have you all here. As I mentioned a second ago, it says Squirrel Appreciation Day, and we did technically have a request for a few minutes ago. So, in honor of National Squirrel Appreciation Day, rounding out the national days here by request, as I did see, I think it was from Plumber Paul's Greatest Hits request this, and now that I know it's this day, I will gladly oblige. It's Ray Stevens and the Mississippi Squirrel Revival.
Squirrel Revival.
The Hebrew song, Squirrel Revival. Yes, there's a squirrel that went berserk in the first self-righteous church. That's what's about to happen. Right here on the Tuesday Night Music Hangout. Because we appreciate the berserk squirrels today. yes, we do. On National Squirrel
Appreciation. If it wasn't too cold out right now, Chewy would chase the squirrels.
I'm sure the squirrels have even come in from the cold. It's that cold out there, I'm sure.
Although Chewy's known to let the squirrel go up the tree first.
Well, when I was a kid, I'd take a trip every summer down to Mississippi, visit my granny and her antebellum world. I'd run barefooted all day long, climbing trees, free as a song. One day, I happened to catch myself a squirrel. Well, I stuffed him down in an old shoebox and punched a couple holes in the top. When Sunday came, I snuck him into church. I was sitting way back in the very last pew, showing him to my good buddy Hugh. When that squirrel got loose, went totally berserk. But what happened next is hard to tell. Some thought it was heaven, others thought it was hell. But the fact that something was among us was plain to see. As the choir sang, "I surrender all," the squirrel ran up Harv Newland's coveralls, and Harv leaped to his feet and said, "Something's got a hold on me!" Yeah! The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. Well, Harv hit the out dancing and screaming. Some thought he had religion, others thought he had a demon, and Harv thought he had a weed eater loose and he screwed the loons. He fell to his knees to plead and beg, and that squirrel ran out of his breeches leg unobserved to the other side of the room. All the way down to the amen pew where sat Sister Bertha Better Than You, who'd been watching all the commotion with sadistic glee. Should have seen that look in her eyes when that squirrel jumped her garters and crossed her thighs. She jumped to her feet and said, "Lord, have mercy on me." As that squirrel made laps inside her dress, she began to cry and then to confess to sins and make a sailor blush with shame. She told of gossip and church dissension, but the thing that got the most attention was when she talked about her love life. And then she started naming names the day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. 7 deacons and the pastor got saved, and $25,000 was raised, and 50 volunteered for missions in the Congo on the spot. And even without an invitation, there were at least 500 rededications, and we all got rebaptized whether we needed it or not. Now you've heard the Bible story, I guess, how he parted the waters for Moses to pass. Oh, the miracles God has wrought in this old world. The one I'll remember till my dying day is how he put that church back on the narrow way with a half-crazed Mississippi squirrel. The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah.
Oh, the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church. And Lisa says, I've been to Pascagoula many times, but I didn't see squirrels. You didn't see squirrels? But did you go, while you were there in Pascagoula, did you go to the first self-righteous church, though? Jeez. Just saying, maybe that was your issue. That's where the squirrel that went berserk was. Oh boy. Very bad. Did the squirrel get baptized? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
I made hot chocolate.
Is that where you went?
Yes.
See,
I said I'd be right back.
She just needs to come prepared next time.
I know, but I just didn't. I know. Let me go get my hot chocolate so I don't have to worry about this. I'll be right back.
See, this doesn't show up ready for class. I see how it is. Oh boy, everybody was enjoying that one. Yes, boy, do we enjoy playing that one. The Mississippi Squirrel Revival, a little Ray Stevens there for you on the Tuesday night music hangout. Yes. The squirrel went berserk. Yes, indeed. It is the music hangout on this Tuesday night. We have a request now. We have more requests to get to, as well as some dedications as we roll throughout the night tonight. This one is a request from Red this evening. This is a tune from Rachel Durbin. This is one of her first. She does a worship cover every single Friday. And so this is one of her worship covers, I think from a relatively most recent Friday. It is a John Egan cover of Here in Your Presence. Here in Your Presence. Rachel Durbin.
Ooh.
Here in Your Presence. John Egan cover. I think that looks like hot chocolate.
Yep, I put a blue marshmallow in there with tiny marshmallows and a bigger marshmallow. Yes, there is such a thing as blue. Mm-hmm. Yes,
a blue marshmallow.
Yes.
Is it one of the mini ones or something, or is it like a big old
hold on
campfire type
so you
one?
Because it has chocolate inside of it. I think that's what my mom said. Oh,
Is it like those bag of ones that I see at the store with like those? I think I know which ones you're talking about now. I think
it's like a blue marshmallow, like with little blue, like.
Regina says, "My kids make fun of me because I." Oh no, Regina. My kids make fun of me because I ran over a squirrel by accident when they were growing up on the way to church one Sunday morning. It wasn't my fault. I swerved to miss, but he ran under my wheel, and I almost cried. Oh, that is horrible. Horrible, unfortunate, Regina. Oh.
It's like
I probably would too. Is that one of the? Is it called like stuffed or something? I think I know which ones you're talking.
It's like what? It's like little blue crystals on there, like little.
Monica wants to know, based on your eating habits, how old are you, Spud?
How old am I? We'll take a guess. Actually,
she knows how old you are. It's just like marshmallows, and it's just yeah.
I love marshmallows.
Oh yeah,
you're never
blue.
too young for marshmallows.
Red. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. When Red
said that, it reminded me of one of Sarah Cameron's live streams. She like dressed up in like blue, and she goes, "I'm blue, da da da."
That song just ages me by a few years now. Considering I think that song came out probably when I was either in middle or high school. I'm trying to remember. Oh my. 12.
Who guessed 12?
13 and a half.
Who guessed 12 and 13 and a half?
Regina says, they called me... No! Regina says, they called me a squirrel murderer. They still tease me. Oh, no. Lumber Paul says, I would love to have that, but I have diabetes. I can't have that much sugar. No,
I added... since I already got the other one now, like the jar... I have like little hot chocolates by my door, so I can make hot chocolate.
Rachel Durbin now.
I would have put it in the paper cup, but I wanted to use the mug.
Here's the psalm theme for you. Yeah, Mississippi Squirrel Revival. Here in your presence. How's that psalm theme emphasized for you? All right, here, Rachel Durbin here on the Music Hangout.
Fullness of joy, every matchless in every way, wonderful, beautiful, glorious, matchless in every way, wonderful, beautiful, glorious, matchless in every way. Here in your presence we are undone. Here in your presence heaven and earth become one. Here in your presence all things are new. Here in your presence everything bows before you.
Indeed. That is Rachel Durbin there. Oh, good stuff there. Here in your presence, the John Egan cover here on the Music Hangouts tonight. Regina says, so worshipful. Rachel Durbin says, so powerful, gorgeous. Good song, says Plumber Paul, greatest hits.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Great to have everyone with us tonight on the Music Hangout. Lots of stuff coming up. In just a few moments from right now, we will have a tune by actually coming up we'll have our quotes of the day. That's right, we'll have our quotes of the day coming up. Plus, we will have music from. We have a few requests out here tonight. Actually, we have a dedication by a member of our Spotlighter community. I think I can say who it is from in this case. I think.
Also,
I'm pretty sure I can say who it's from. Sometimes the dedications are anonymous, but I think if I know correctly, I think I can say who this one was from. I don't think it's anonymously. I don't think it's dedicated out to all the Spotlighters tonight here in just a second.
I'm sending you over a photo from Misty because she said we can share this funnel. Unless you got the same one.
Yeah, I think I did.
I want to send the photo if you got the same photo. Oh,
that's
nope,
that's Misty's crazy socks.
Okay. This is I'm sending you the one that she told me we can send in the live.
That and the snow.
Yep.
She's got snow out there.
Yep, same one that I just sent you from her.
A great song, says Mary Beth. Indeed it is. A fantastic song. Yes.
And I am 30 for anyone that was asking.
I think people know. I think it was more of a joke, I think, based on you eating marshmallows.
I'll take 13. I mean, this reminds me of the time when people, like when I was helping at the high school one time, I was leaving after helping with Spanish class, and this kid in the hallway, he's like, get to class. And I'm like, I graduated. He's like, get to class. I'm like, I still graduated. Get to class.
You see, what happened for me was I remember going into my high school, and the same office secretary was there, right? So I walk into the office, This is probably 16, 18 years later, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm walking in, and I see her. She's like, "You again? I thought you graduated like years ago." Yeah, only like, 16, 17 years ago. Yeah, no big deal. What are you doing back here? Not me. Oh no, not already. Happens,
Well,
That's when my oldest joined the fray in high school, and then they had mini me on their hands.
I think Red likes to joke with me, and he goes, when you're not like when you graduate, like he always tells me this. Red does. He goes, when you graduate high school, you're not supposed to like go back to high school to like do whatever.
Those are
and
awesome.
I'm like, well, they let me.
Those are awesome socks, Misty, says Monica. Our roads are all shut down because of the 3 inches of snow shut all your roads down. Oh dear, you're about as bad as we are out here. That's about all it takes for us to shut down roads too. But man, y'all are making my 34, 40 to 45 degree daytime highs just feel warm right now, like a heat wave.
Have you ever like seen the like Baker jumbo marshmallows?
Cute socks says last time I saw in Georgia back in 2018. I think we had a dumping last year or the year before last. I won't forget the 2021 Agape Love debacle.
Oh man.
Spud knows what I'm talking about because I fought all day to get back home to host a show. And I was supposed to be back home by like noon that day. Worst case, I didn't arrive home until like 5 minutes before we went on air. And even then, due to the weather, we had some technical difficulties with just Wi-Fi reception getting on the air. We had to fight through that one. I think we turned it into a 2-nighter because of that. But I was on the East Coast, and I saw the snow coming from days away. And at first, it was only supposed to be a dusting, wasn't supposed to be that bad. And then as I watched throughout the week and kind of kept an eye on it, forecast kept getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And by like Thursday, I was like, uh-oh. It was enough to make me go, uh-oh. This could be fun getting home. Now I'm starting to get a little, I'm checking it more often because I'm starting to be like, uh-oh.
Oh, I remember because
Friday, the night before, the forecast took a downturn again. And of course, I'm not going to miss any of it because the main event's just supposed to start about basically right when I land, and here we go. Sure enough, flight was fine, took off on time, landed in Seattle, and the snow had just started within an hour before, and it was coming down, and here we go. So I arrived just in time. I'm like, great. So I'm checking in back at home, and down home is already getting hammered by about 2 or 3 inches an hour. I mean, it was just coming down, and they're getting snowed in already down there. Oh, great. So everybody was snowed in, stranded down here. So I'm like, okay. And thankfully I had to rely, it got so bad, I had to rely on the folks that, the good friends that who were ground transportation assistants on the show. I had to rely on the good folks at Capitol Airport to get me down to my area. And so
I remember.
waited for a while for the shuttle, and getting down there, come to find out, they couldn't take me to my residence because their company had called an audible. They were only doing commercial drop-offs, basically sticking to the main roads. And so I basically got dropped off just right off the freeway, sort of, about probably a half mile from my work. So I had to walk to work. There's probably a good 7-8 inches on the ground already at that point. Still coming down. I mean, it cleared up for a little bit, but all said and done, we had between 12 and 18 inches of snow on the ground. Thankfully, my car did okay because vehicle could handle it, and I lived right. I mean, at the time, but I had to rely on a coworker who was leaving about the same time that I showed up. Can you get me home? The final mile home, and it was.
Yeah, I remember.
It was. I won't forget that one because one of the more interesting travel days I've ever had. And I knew what I was in for when I landed, and sure
Yeah.
enough, people back in high school, they used to see me videotaping morning announcements in most of the sports games, and people would always ask me if I ever slept back then because they knew I was videotaping almost everything. I know how you feel, Red, because there was times, I think Monica can attest, we went to the same high school. I showed up probably a lot of times, about school started at 7:30. I showed up probably about 7 o'clock in the morning, a lot of mornings, last year or two, for like whatever newspaper deadline I was working on. Went to school all day. After I got out of school, it was cross country, track practice, and athletics. More newspaper stuff. Some nights I didn't get out of there until like probably 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, probably out of school. And that's if I didn't have to work that evening. I had a part-time job too. That's sometimes I worked till like 10 o'clock.
Sometimes I wish I could go back.
No, she was not here in Seattle when that happened. It was just me, and that was the that was the one that was the one and only time. And I think this was February of 21. This is the one and only time my youngest actually accompanied me on one of my trips back east. And well, that was an interesting one they won't forget because they were right there on the travel nightmare.
Although I do remember, I'm gonna message you this and see if this is the actual trip from that time. That this only happened once as well. So check your Skype chat in a minute for this. If this is what I'm thinking.
Here is a dedication from a member of our Spotlighter community. I think I can actually say who this one was. Monica wanted to dedicate this one to the Spotlighter community tonight. The one we were originally going to play was a tune from Jenny Simmons called Heaven Waits for Me. Here's the problem with that one and why I suggested we call an audible, that we play a different one, because her album, her one and only, because I don't think she's really done much in the way of music since that. But she, of course, was from the group Addison Road. She was the lead singer from the talented group Addison Road. She was on tour promoting her solo album at the time, and one of her solo albums, The Becoming, had the tune "Heaven Waits for Me" on it, and that was the one that she was going to dedicate. Problem is, there isn't an acoustic anywhere, and I think when I went to go look up some copyright information, I did see partially I did see The Orchard on there, which was a imprint of Sony, and Fair Trade on there. So I'm like, this is a 50-50 chance of stopping us with this one. This is may not, I don't know, but so we called an audible. So what we're going to do in this case is we're going to play, I guess, is the tune that she played for us back in our studio, because we know this one's in the clear.
Oh, I love this one.
In 2012, it's a very powerful song in and of its own right. She had Seattle musician Evan Wallace Wilson with her, on that day. And this is her in our studio. Just an amazing talent, just an amazing friend of the show over the years. Lead singer from Addison Road. Here she is, along with Evan on guitar. It's and this day, she was battling a slight cold, and she's like, "Well, I don't know if I can hit all the notes and whatnot." I'm like, we were talking before the show started. I was like, "If you still want to do a song, great. You don't have to if you don't want to." She's like, "I think I can do this one," because she wasn't sure her vocals held up. I mean, we were a lot of us crew, were the limited few that were there that day, were just sitting there just worshiping along in awe. I mean, it was just like, wow. She was still hitting all the notes.
I remember this song.
It says, I remember when you were running late sometime back east from Massachusetts, and we were on Zoom, and me and Pete were on, and you kept it on. We went to the... Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to the airport. I had the Zoom running, and so they went through the X-ray machine. That's right. Actually, we got to see what it was like to go through the X-ray. Basically, it was hollow inside. Yeah.
Joe, check your Skype chat a minute to see if what I'm talking about is a different time? Or
Lisa
the
says,
same?
I love your glass, Liz.
Thank you.
There you go. Here's Jenny Simmons from Madison Road. That's what faith's about. It's right here on the Music Hangout.
What if I jump and I find I was always made to fly? What if the days I'm walking into are the best of my whole life? What if the things that I dream become my reality? When it looks impossible but still works out, what if that's what faith's about? Sure, I heard you right, and I found 1,000 reasons not to try. And what if I can't face the great unknown, and there's no way back and nowhere left to go? But what if I try and your courage meets me there? What if I hope against the hope and believe in every prayer? What if I try even when I'm scared and your courage meets me there? When it looks impossible but still works out, what if that's what fate's about? And who am I not to be everything that you have called me? And who am I not to speak to every mountain that's before me? What if I try even when I'm scared and your courage meets me there? What if I hope against all hope and believe in every prayer? And what if I jump and I find I was always made to fly? What if the days I'm walking into are the best of my whole life? What if the things that I dreamed become my reality? When it looks impossible but still works out. Oh, when it looks impossible but still works out. What if that's what fate's about? What if that's what fate's about? Thank you.
Jenny Simmons with Evan on guitarist there. That is
Jenny Simmons, along with Evan Wilson on guitar from Seattle. That's what faith's about. When it looks impossible, it still works out. That's what faith's about.
I have that song on my phone for music.
Hearing that in studio and being like a couple feet away from it, we just were kind of just, it was just, oof.
I've even reached out to her for a features article.
It just hits you, right? The lyrics are so inspiring. They are. They really, really are. Amazing song, says Lisa.
Have you ever had her on for an interview, Joe?
I didn't know it was this song. I love this song. Good dedication. That technically was an interview. That was a whole entire.
Would you want to have her like back on again for an interview?
Oh, I sure will. Yeah, that was a full half-hour interview, and it was a really great episode. Actually, if you've all never seen that episode, it was a fantastic episode. And
I even reached out to see if she would do a podcast taping with us.
And that's, I almost don't want to say how old that episode is.
Like, I even reached out to Down Here for that.
That episode, oh God, I'm aging myself. That episode is about 12 and a half years old now. Good night.
What do you always say when you like measure it in years?
That was a memorable one, though. I still at that juncture, right at that juncture in its life, I'm just sitting here with like a national name in my studio. I'm like, it was one of those. Is this happening right now? Like, is this?
Like,
a tour date in Tacoma and Seattle, and here we are right here, and I'm like talking, messaging, and this is happening. On a live broadcast right now on our channels, and I'm like, it was when we taped that, it was live. That was also a milestone of itself because it was flat out live.
I would love to see her perform on A Night of Hope.
Flat out live without a safety net. We were running with time cues and everything like that. It was a half-hour interview. It was, yeah. I will definitely share it. I'll definitely share it, Lisa, for sure. For those
I would love to see her on A Night of Hope again. Just like, yeah, Night of Hope.
Here, I'll give you a little snippet, and I'll direct you to the YouTube for the rest of it. But
I would love to see her for Night of Hope.
Here is Jenny Simmons, real quick, talking just about her end of her time in Addison Road in the beginning of her solo career. Take a listen to this real quick. Well, I'll just play just a quick minute of this before we get into our next request. But this is a snippet of that interview with Jenny from back then. Take a listen to this real quick.
A lot of mission work since I was a little girl. Excuse me, I have a cold today, so a little scratchy. I grew up in the church and grew up with this sort of mentality of serving other people because of what God's done for us and in His love. And so I've seen a lot of poverty. Like, I've gone to Mexico a lot of times, and I lived in Romania for a few months during college, and kind of experienced missions in sort of third world countries. But Sudan was different than anything I've ever experienced before. It was poverty on a level I just couldn't even wrap my mind around it. And so, yeah, World Concern is dear to my heart because you go to a place like that where there's no contact with the outside world, and there's no healthcare, there's no schools, there's not even a road that connects the country. And it's not like you can say to yourself, at least in Mexico, I could always say, well, we can get to El Paso, like if anything bad happens, we can get to El Paso. Or, you're in Romania, you can get to the capital, you can get to Bucharest or whatever it is.
It's not the case over there, is it?
Not the case. No, I mean, it really is the least of these, and I think when Jesus talks about in the New Testament, like going to the ends of the earth, South Sudan is the end of the earth. And so I love what World Concern is doing because they're finding these places that are physically hard to get to and geographically isolated. And they're bringing not only the message of hope through Jesus Christ, but they're bringing clean water and malaria medicine and mosquito nets and basic things that are helping communities to start over and live healthy lives. So it's an eye-opening trip for sure.
Of course, you're fresh off a decade being the lead singer for Addison Road, and of course, many radio singles out there. Some of them I just mentioned a minute ago. You called it probably the most amicable breakup you've ever had. Kind of explain what the whole transition from Addison Road into the whole solo venture has kind of been like for you, and kind of how that whole transition's been for you.
Right. Well, I'm the kind of girl that, like, when in high school they told you to write out your 5-year plan, and then your 10-year plan. I wrote out like the 79-year plan, right? I mean, I am very good at planning things. I had my whole life sort of planned out, and I just sort of assumed we would be Addison Road rocking out in a nursing home somewhere, like 79 years old rocking. But that's not, I guess if I've learned anything during this season of massive change, it's that we make these plans for ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good to be prepared. It's good to dream big, but sometimes God's plans are different. And they're better, and he can see things that we can't see. He can see beyond our own vision. And we just got to a place with the band where we had been out on the road for a long time. We're constantly pouring out. And I have a little girl, she's 3 years old. And just her living on the road became a really exhausting thing. And so there were just a lot of different things that added up. But at the end of the day, it was really amazing to see how each one of us got to the same place, and it was, for us, it was a kindness that we felt like the Lord had brought us each to the same place at the same time. So it was a little bit easier to know clearly that it was the right thing to do to move on. So.
And of course, that was Addison wrote our interview there. A little snippet of that. Of course, a full half-hour interview. You can go to our YouTube page, Christian Media Spotlight, and Lisa, I'll send you a direct link to the youtube.com/Christ Music Spotlight on the videos tab.
Sorry.
on the Bud has a closing theme on cue, on demand here. I don't know what the deal is there. You can go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/Christ Music Spotlight. Go to the videos tab. Not the live tab is where you can find a lot of our live hangouts. It's where they're also archived. If you go into the videos tab and scroll down a little ways, you'll see the Jenny Simmons interview half-hour episode all the way back from. Well,
I can tell you what happened with the opening credit theme there. It was because when I just unplugged my phone to go to Facebook Live to see the comments on my phone, it did that.
Baby Joe, yeah, I know. That was baby face me back then. See, that was the time when I did not have facial hair. That was a time span there where I did not for a little bit there.
Monica also says, "Oh my goodness, Joe's voice."
Was my voice that different? No. But is it deeper now? Is it?
No.
What about my voice back then? Lisa says I could never imagine Sudan. I know. I have never really gone in a mission trip that direction, much less that part of the world. But I can only imagine those that have just come back with a whole new perspective on things, and really what the least of these is. It's crazy. Great to have everyone with us, though, on the Music Hangout. We are going to have scriptures of the day coming up here in just a little bit. We'll have some scriptures for you, and also we'll have our encouraging quotes of the day here on the program here tonight.
Monica says your voice is deeper now, by the way.
My voice is deeper.
No.
All right, my voice is deeper. All right.
I don't know.
I'm not sure that's a bad thing, though, is it? I don't think. Oh, hi. Our next song is a dedication. I think this one, Cindy wanted to send my direction tonight. It's from one of our independent friends, Ross King. Hey, you, get over here. There's a reason. Get over here. Like, what the heck are you doing, man? It's hug your puppy.
Aw, Blue's just trying to get in the holiday.
It's hug your puppy day. He's like, I don't like this. Let go of me.
Like, I'm just getting in all the holidays early.
It's like, I will hug you if you have a burger in your hand.
Exactly. I mean,
you sneeze on me. That's the
Blue.
Did
you miss your
owner?
Blue, do you miss your owner that much? Do you love your owner that much that you're gonna try to do all that for a burger?
You sneeze on me, I go to hug you to fulfill a national day, and what do? You sneeze on me, and then you lick my face?
Blue, you're supposed to not do these things. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be nice to your owner, Blue. It's like, what are you talking about? I am nice to my owner. I do this.
Not by dedication to me tonight. Thanks, Blue. Here's Ross King, our independent friend here. Here's his new song. Here's his lyric video, to which, by the way, we love Mr. Ross King on here, and thank you for the dedication. Here's his latest. I don't know. It's Ross King right here. And now he's just lying down thrilled with himself now.
Blue, be nice to your owner.
Blue loves cheeseburgers that much. Oh, I'm sure if I had a cheeseburger about ready to put in my mouth, he would probably take it right out of my mouth. Let's just be honest about that. Yeah. His name is Blue. Yes. Although Lisa had the correct spelling of it, though. But yeah, here's Ross King. Well, they are, except, on the face is okay, but I really don't really want to. I'm not complaining. It was just. It was a little too close to French kissing your dog. His tongue was. What?
Hey, Joe.
It's like, what are you saying, Mom? We're just.
Hey, Joe.
We're just. I'm going to be bailing out of a song
Before we get to the song.
What?
Do you think that there might be time to play "Peace of God" by Mikey Moore from Night of Hope 1?
Quite possible.
Okay.
Is that what you want to hear tonight?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll see if I can maybe dig the Night of Hope 1 up. Sure. Our good friend from the Responding in Vancouver, Washington. Here is you don't want not really. No. Plumber Paul Greatest Hits. I don't know if you've ever have done that. Well, that's what he is. He is. Hug your pup day. I mean, it is what it is. Exactly. His tongue was a little close to the lip area. I'm like, whoa, a little too close there, dude. That's why I went like, if you play it back on the replay, that's why I went like, you get a little close with his sniffer. And I'm like, all right, dude.
Red goes, he's blue, daddy.
Oh boy, Ross King right here on the Music Hangout.
I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what has been said or done to you, or how you arrived. It's your point of view. I don't know what's in your heart or who you really are. And I don't know if you feel loved, if your soul's been beaten down or lifted up. I've talked too much, haven't listened enough to know what's in your heart or who you really are. And I don't know why we can't get along, or why we both think we are always right and never wrong. But I know God made both of us with love and wonder, and I know your life matters just as much as mine. So any battle that I win against your flesh and blood and skin goes down as a defeat for humankind. The truth is you're my neighbor, not my foe. So I'll try to love, 'cause there's so much that I don't know. why we can't see that your wounds are just as real to you as my wounds are to me. So we raise our fists defensively and keep ourselves apart, never let down our guard. And I don't know why fear and faith fight so hard to be in charge and keep us safe. But I know that only one of them can show us the way, and I know that way is right. And even though it feels like death, it leads to life. And I know God made both of us with love and wonder, and I know your life matters just as much as mine. So any battle that I win against your flesh and blood and skin goes down as a defeat for humankind. The truth is you're my neighbor, not my foe. So I'll try to love, 'cause there's so much that I don't know. I don't know what Jesus meant when he prayed that we'd be one, just like the Spirit and the Father were with him. And after that prayer, I know he went and let Judas kiss his face, made Peter put his sword away. So I don't know why it's so hard to believe that even when it feels like you're my enemy, oh, I'm still called to love you as much as I love me. Maybe that explains it, 'cause sometimes I see my own reflection and I hate it. It's complicated, but I know God made both of us with love and wonder, and I know your life matters just as much as mine. So any battle that I win against your flesh and blood and skin puts me at odds with my own kin, like Cain and Abel all over again. You're my neighbor, not my foe. I don't wanna win this fight and lose my soul. So I try to love, 'cause there's so much that I don't know.
Thank you, Cindy, for that one. Tonight, in my direction, that is Lisa. That is Ross King. Lisa says, I love Ross's explanation of this song. Ross is such a good artist. He's probably, as far as I don't know, CCM musicians, he's probably somewhere in the top 10 for me as far as lyricists goes. He's just such deep lyrics. He does. So Ross King there. He's written for a lot of different artists, including his own. That's one of those latest from Great Ross King video. One of my favorites of Ross. I love Ross's explanation of this song. Yes. Monica says, what a great song. I really love the lyrics. It is such a good song. It is. Which Lisa says, yeah, I pretty much love all of Ross's songs. Yes, indeed. It's the Music Hangout tonight, and I'm here by myself again. See, I didn't have any food. I eat this thing, and he bailed. He'll be back, I'm sure. Either A, because my kid's on a week-long job again. So he's going to be back when it's time for me to crash and go to sleep, because then he'll bounce. He's like, yeah, it's a little kind of cold. By myself in here. Oh, I'll just crash with him. So he'll just, at some point during the night, he'll snug up next to my hip all night. And then 2, whenever I mix food in the equation, he will be back in 2 seconds flat. Yeah. Totally, Joe. Same. And I love great lyrics. Yes.
Oh, wait, who wanted you to sing what? No.
Jenny Simmons has great lyrics, who we just heard. She has great lyrics. Ross has great lyrics. Peterson has great lyrics. Jason, Jay Gray has great lyrics. Rich Mullins, obviously, great lyrics. There's a number of talented lyricists. Some of our independent artists, for goodness sakes, have come up with some really fantastic lyrics. A lot of whom we've played on this program. Just really proud of what the independent scene's doing. Just totally cool stuff. One of our last requests from Red tonight. So yeah, he does that at night, and he has this bad habit as well lately. And I don't have to necessarily worry about it as much tomorrow, but he has this bad habit of wanting to snuggle right before I have to get to work. I'm like, dude, what are you doing that now again for? It's like, really? I have to go to work, sir.
I feel like there's been times when, wasn't there one time?
He looks at me like, no, you don't. I'm like, yes, I do.
Could be wrong.
Dog treat money. Yes, I do.
I could be wrong. But wasn't there a time when you found Blue, when you came home from work and Blue, and you FaceTime, like we talked on video chat too, and didn't you see Blue who, didn't he because you were upset with Blue, I think at this point when, remember?
I mean,
Blue did the thing of eating stuff he shouldn't have. Do you remember that? You came home to your kitchen being a mess because he ate stuff that he got into candy, remember?
Oh, he's done that a few times over the years. He's like,
you found wrappers in your kitchen.
He's coming out to defend himself. He's like, oh, I don't know what this woman's talking about. I have no idea. Don't believe a word she says
because of Red's comment?
Because I'm innocent. Oh yes, Nathaniel Chapman is wonderful with lyrics. I guess we could probably throw the lyrical masterpiece of Constipated with Words. Sure. Why not? No, there was one time, I think he was in the pictures. One time it was him and my other dog, Riley, who we had at the time. They both were very opportunists. And so I had gotten Chick-fil-A for dinner. I was going to do something. I got called away to do something. I can't remember what. All I remember is I had I ran in dinner and I was doing something. I was going to eat. It was just a nonchalant dinner. Thankfully, I had extra food. I'd got myself extra food. They didn't get to the entire bag. But I was starting to dole out food. And I was going to eat in the bedroom because we were just going to watch some TV, and I set a thing of nuggets on the bed. Well, I got called away I was literally gone not even 20 seconds. And I come back in the room after 20 seconds, and that nugget container was empty. And they both were just sitting here like,
I could imagine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't Blue at one point also?
I'm like, really? 20 seconds? I leave for 20 seconds and my nuggets.
Didn't you get upset with Blue one time also when he chewed on your headphone cord at one point?
I can't remember who did that, but it was just like.
There was a headphone cord too, And hi, Aunt Karen. My Aunt Karen is watching tonight.
Red, but that was a great Nathaniel BR song, bathroom song. That was fantastic, Nathaniel bathrooms. I'm wondering.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I'm just wondering. I'm trying to remember. Because we did play the music video of it. Did he actually perform that acoustically, like a new updated, just by himself version? I thought he did. He did.
There was.
If he did, we're going to have to ask him to do it.
There was the one where He did it, and then you played the.
Oh, he did do it. Okay,
video
that's
with
what I
him and his
thought.
friends.
That's what I thought. He did do it by himself, and then we played the music video from way back when of him in the bathroom making all kinds of noise.
Yes, and
His friends are making all kinds of noises.
Don't forget the band member names of that. Yes.
Oh, how could I forget? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I mean, if you forget the band member names, well.
Red said this was, I think, the year that he was having a bunch of.
Tonight too.
Love the live. Well, thank you, Plumber Paul Gray said. So we love that you love the live.
And that is Jeffrey, by the way, watching. Has that YouTube channel tonight.
This is a tune from Kara Hannon. I think Red said that this is one of the tunes that served as like an anthem for Red that got him through that tough year that this song came out when he was going through a whole just bunch of just fun stuff that wasn't terribly fun. It's Kara Hannon, and He Fights for Me.
Ooh, I like this song.
He Fights for Me. It's right here on the Music Hangout tonight.
And Karen, are you baking anything tonight too?
Wait, hold it. Baking? What?
I don't know if she's baking anything. I'm just asking if she's baking because she's watching.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Red's like, oh, but I forgot the names. What are they again, Elizabeth? Let me get back to you on that one, Red. When I search for the names again in my database. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll go back to my database of Hangout records and
you do that.
Get right on
you do that
while we play this song. Yeah.
You do that while I play Kara Hannon right here on the Music Hangout.
Devil gonna tempt me, gonna try to drag me down, gonna try to break me. Oh, but I'm not going down, 'cause the king's got me. All I gotta do is say his name. Don't you know I'm his daughter? I'm already claimed, saved by his blood, bought at a price. He died on the cross to save my life. This little thought that leads to death won't stand a chance against Jesus. I call on the one who breaks every chain. The Word made flesh. He knows my name. He fights for me when I can't stand. You cannot win against the great I am. Devil thinks I'm giving in when I close my eyes and bow my head, but I'm just about to say amen. I might be weak, and that's okay, because there's power in his name. Saved by his blood, bought at a price. He died on the cross to save my life. This little thought that leads to death won't stand a chance against Jesus. I call on the one who breaks every chain. The Word made flesh. He knows my name. He fights for me when
Kara Hannon, he fights for me.
Mhm.
Right here
Yes.
on the Music Hangout.
And
We'll get to those names here in just a second. I'm sure you found them. It's time for our quotes of the day. Bill Murray says this: "We're born alone, but we do need each other. It's lonely to really effectively live your life, and anyone you can get help from or give help to, that's part of your obligation." Amen. We are not meant to do this life alone. I know today's scripture we'll talk about that in a moment. Charlie Coffin says this: "Failure can be a badge of honor. It means you risked failure, and if you don't risk failure, you're never going to do anything that's different from what you've already done or what somebody else has done." Interesting. Also, Steve Wozniak says, "If you love what you do and are willing to do what it takes, it's within your reach." Henry Ward Beecher says, "Troubles are often the tools by which God fashions us for better things." Gilbert K. Chesterton says, "To love means loving the unlovable. To forgive means pardoning the unpardonable. Faith means believing the unbelievable. Hope means hoping when everything seems hopeless." There you go. And scripture of the day comes to us from Ephesians 4:3. "Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace." Also, where is this one? Hebrews 10:24-25 says, "And let us consider how to stir up one another to love and to do good works, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see drawing near." Meet together. Don't forsake the fellowship, is what it's telling us to do, which is why it's so important to even come together just in spaces like these, where we can even come together. We can fellowship, we can kind of just hang out together, rejoice together. Not only rejoice in encouragement and music and what he's doing in our lives, but it's just one of those things where we can have fun together and just kind of do life together. People need people. We are not meant to do this life alone. We were meant to fellowship and with people to do life with. And so it's one of those where the word reminds us that we shouldn't forsake that, whether it be in your churches, whether it be in your church community, whether it would be in a fellowship place like this. No matter what, find places to love and to serve, and find community where you are accepted, who you are for your gifts and your talents and what you bring to the table, and where you can really join together and make a difference and make an impact. We can really build community and build bonds and build relationships. So that's how we do life. It's about building, not about building community, but building relationships. And so, yeah, it's one of those things where I'll read the scripture again. Hebrews 10:24-25. "Let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works." So we're spurring one another to do good things, not neglecting to meet together and come together, as is a habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near. And but yeah. Also, another quote here. Love that. I know Jason Gray quotes Chesterton a lot, so it's a great quote here. Yeah, to love means loving the unlovable. Faith means believing the unbelievable. Hope means hoping when everything seems hopeless. Galileo says this as well. You can't teach anybody anything, only make them realize the answers are already inside them. Interesting. There you go. So that is quotes and scriptures of the day. Oh dear. Nathaniel Chapman was Bustin' Jeeber. That's right, Bustin' Jeeber, featuring, that's right, Deuce Direction.
And then Lisa goes, I have a Nathaniel Chapman request.
Wait, what? What do you mean Nathaniel
Chapman
request?
And then Lisa in the comments goes, I have a Nathaniel Chapman request.
What? Which one is that? Nathaniel wrote the other band members' names in our chat.
I could take a guess on which one she might want.
Karen,
considering
no
in the
begging,
chat,
right, Liz?
Considering in the chat, she's like, we need to hear it again. You know, the one that Red brought up earlier. I don't know why, but you know.
Oh, Nathaniel, I'm noticing say someday I'll do an official. Oh no, oh no. You are not, are you?
What?
Oh, Nathaniel.
I don't come up with these things.
Was that an actual Nathaniel request? Well, we will play Mikey Moore song to end things here in just a moment. We do have a revised credit sequence, and at the suggestion of one, whether she likes it or not, Lisa's name is now added to our closing credits as one of our assistant talent coordinators, because she does a lot for Night of Hope and things like that. I was persuaded by some, so Nathaniel is watching now. It should be constipated with words because I run to the... Well, run. You see, run.
Be careful there, Joe. Be careful what you say with
see
that.
If you...
Please be careful with what you say. You don't want to get kicked off air.
You see... If you are running to the bathroom, chances are constipated is not any longer your problem. See, that's yes, but
oh gosh,
what?
See, I feel like she's bringing back the Nathaniel bathroom session song back as maybe a request because Night of Soap is this coming Friday. So I feel like she's just making sure people know what Night of Soap could be about.
Probably that. Oh, here it is. That's right. I forget. If you were to try to look for it, see, here's the deal too. No, you don't understand. He carried this all the way. He went all the way with this.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why? There is actually a YouTube channel that he did. Nathaniel, are you actually watching right now?
If you are,
Nathaniel, if you're watching right now, Why is there a song on the Bustin' Jeeber YouTube channel that says "These pants look good on me"?
What? Do I want to know?
Can you explain that one for a moment there, Daniel? This is the first time I'm seeing this.
Seriously?
Oh.
There's a song that's actually titled that?
Yes, I see. He went all the way with this. Nathaniel, in his pseudonyms of Bustin' Jeeber, induced direction with this whole bathroom thing. He actually gave Bustin' Jeeber his own YouTube channel, folks. Yes. So if you were trying to find it under Nathaniel Chapman, I'm going to tell you right now, you probably will not find it. So you have to search for it yet another way. Yeah. But since it's an actual request, we'll play this one, and then we'll come back for our closing prayer, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of levity with, Mikey Moore to end things tonight. Here's Nathaniel Chapman for you. Oh boy, am I glad right about now he's from Washington State. Oh yes, I am. So well done, sir. Here is Constipated with Words. Just you all asked for this. Here we go. I don't know what's better. The lyrics or the actual performance, or the antics of the guy in the middle with all the noises and the flushing. Oh my! It's the music hangout. This. Jeffrey says, I know what I'm requesting now. Elizabeth would love this song.
Uh-oh. What would I love? What would I love?
this song.
Oh, right.
Was it inspired by the girl? He should have. How do you know he didn't have Taco Bell, Jeffrey? Maybe he had Taco Bell with his. I don't know. Unless he was maybe. Oh, never mind. We could go a million different directions.
Well, see.
Probably cleared them up. Oh no.
Wait, Monica says, "Why have you guys never played this? I've been spotlighted for a year."
Has it been? Well, ask the resident art program archivist here. Has it really been that long since we played this?
I'll look.
She'll look. We sometimes do drag it out on the Hangouts. Unless it was one maybe you were with the kids and you didn't were at for some reason. But it could have been a year already since we've.
I'll look.
I could be wrong. My years could be totally flying by. But the Hangout logger will certainly double check that and figure out when last time we played this.
So let's see. It appeared on episode 9
of Night of
by
Soap, right? Yeah.
Yep, episode 9 of Night of Soap. So that was the first one, and he did it by himself, and then with the others. Mm-hmm. And then come April 4th of 2024, we did it with the encore version of that with
we did play
friends.
April of last year. Okay.
We did the encore version with his friends.
Okay.
So that was April 4th.
All right.
And then on Night of Hope 26 live.
That's right.
That's when he was by himself, and that song showed up where he did it again.
I forgot he did that one. That's right. How quickly I forget.
And then, back in October, I messaged you on October 3rd of 24. I messaged you and I said, first 3 songs, Monster, Constipated with Words, Solid Ground. So basically, it sounds like you are saying the monster is constipated with words on solid ground.
What date was that? I remember that song theme. Now, what date was that?
I messaged you on October 3rd of 24, and I said, first 3 songs, Monster, Constipated with Words.
We played it about 2 months ago then, oh, dear. Final tune from Mikey Moore coming up from our Night of Hope 1. We're taking it from the original broadcast coming up. The original telecast in just a moment. Red says, prayers tomorrow. I see the surgeon for the first time to see what they want to do. We are definitely be praying for you, Red. It's only major prayer request I think I see tonight, but it's something we will definitely pray for nonetheless as we are getting ready to have our closing prayer time tonight. What a great program it has been here tonight on this edition of Music Hangout. Wherever you are, around the world, around the web. Yes. Let's have some moment of prayers. Crazy, I missed it. Again, maybe it was like one of the 1 or 2 times suddenly where you were.
Although the Night of Hope 26 live,
you were with the kids or something.
When Nathaniel did all of his songs, and that one showed up somehow, and I'm like, what?
You know what is a song we haven't heard in a while that we can have on Thursday is I'm Going That Way.
Oh gosh, could you have imagined? Now just hear me out. Could you have imagined
Please.
If we had played Nathaniel's song like we did tonight just a minute ago, the I'm Going That Way song that Red wanted, and then the one that he sometimes requests by Cassie and Brittany that they did a parody cover of? Could you imagine those 3 song themes? No.
Constipated with words in the bathroom. That's exactly what they were doing. I mean,
no.
As it is, we're going to have Constipated with Words, Peace of God.
Yeah.
As it is.
Lisa, it's like, hey, Nathaniel, you need a new cover or original for this Night of Soap this weekend.
Wait, your song Sunday. Wait, what?
Remind us again
What one was that?
Remind us again the song title, please.
Yeah, I must have totally missed it. Let me know which one it is. But yeah, we have our final tune coming up in just a second. We're bumping up against pretty late here, so we're going to wrap it up here in a second. But wherever you are, let's pray around the world or around the web. Time for our closing prayer tonight. Lord, we just thank you for this night. We thank you for gathering us all together here in fellowship and in community. We thank you for these spotlighters who are tuning in tonight on Facebook or YouTube. Lord, we just thank you for the prayer requests that are out there tonight, spoken or unspoken. Lord, we just thank you for Red, who is going to see the surgeon tomorrow. Lord, I just pray for wisdom and discernment. I just pray for favor with the doctors. May you give the doctors and nurses in his care wisdom on how to treat him. Lord, may you just reveal whatever answers that needs revealing. Lord, in his healing, reveal to all parties involved the best course of treatment. The best course of treatment to be able to get to the best outcomes, Lord. Lord, we just thank you for everything you're doing, Lord. We just thank you for this community. We thank you for this time where we are just encouraging one another, lifting up one another, and lifting up your name, Lord, in the process. Lord, we just thank you for just anyone who needs peace tonight. I ask that you give them peace. Anyone needs comfort, joy. Just ask whatever anyone needs tonight, whether it be from a physical healing aspect, a word from you spiritually where they are, whether it be relationally, financially, whatever aspect that they're needing provision or answers, or just to know that you're there in their situation, in their circumstance. I ask that you just meet each and every one right where they are. We thank you for in ways that we can love others because you first loved us. We thank you for everything that you've done, everything that you're going to do, and everything that you are doing, both in and through our lives. Whether we can see you, whether we can see it tangibly or not, we know and we trust that you are working on our behalf and that you're working in our lives. We just thank you for all these things as you continue to turn our prayer requests and our praise reports in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Now I remember. So we are going to play. We're going to play two final songs because that was my. I don't know why we forgot that one. I don't know how, but we're going to make up for it now. So we're going to have a double feature, two final songs. But I invite you to stay with us because these are two excellent songs, by the way, to end this on. We're going to end it with Mikey Moore in just a second with Peace of God from the original Night of Hope. And then also, in just a second, we are going to play Abigail Nigren performance from Cup of Joy. She has a release. This is Monica here is You Know Better. We've got it queued up, ready to go. We'll play that for you in just a second here on the program. All right. Let me tell you what's coming up. The rest of this week at what?
Red. It's always weird. Whatever the doctors do is always practice. When are they going to get serious and do it for real? Oh, Red.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Right.
And Lisa, I already got it queued up. It was already in the system, so I've got it. So here's what we got coming up. So here's the deal. So coming up the rest of this week, we've got tomorrow, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. We will have Crazy Bus Worship on the radio, where we will have Deborah Scott as the guest tomorrow because holy took this particular week off over to Rick Deborah tomorrow, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, 50 Summit. Also, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, we'll have 3 hours of watching on the radio tomorrow. On the radio dial tomorrow. Also, on 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific tomorrow, Warriors of Faith Bible Study with Spud over there. I'm sure you join us on Facebook tomorrow for that. Thursday, we're right back here with the Music Hangout. About there's a chance we may go, since I am kind of have some extended time off. I'm basically off until Monday. We may go a little bit earlier on Thursday. We may. I'll put out the socials. It's okay. We may go 9 Eastern start time on Thursday, potentially. Start a little earlier for everybody on Thursday, potentially. Friday, if we've got enough submissions, even if we only go for an hour, we might go for an hour on Friday, but it is scheduled to kind of stuff on Friday. Let's see what happens at 7 time. But that's supposed to be 9 sub 16. See how many submissions we've got if we've got enough to run with it on Friday. Friday night, it is Red Room. And I will be with you. Looks like on Friday with Brittany Torres, Stone Defeat, Tara Hannon, who we just played with, supposed to be with us. Crystal Craven to the outreach. Freedom Heart, which, by the way, that's timely in and of itself, little did I know, because on our socials, if you go to our CMS TV Spotlight page, if you go to our page, either one of those two places, you'll find the Freedom Heart, Lynn Chin, features article. We use them and stuff, features articles. So I've got to check that out. I've got to know more about it. So go check it out. Saturday, Red welcomes back Marjanae, who hasn't been on probably a couple of years. I think, Marjanae is back. She's got Ron Gesh, so great to meet him last summer in Michigan. Ron Gesh in the Glory Road, Joy Dane, Chris Sarver, Lee Goldberg, and Marjanae herself, because she's a musician as well. So that'll be coming up this weekend on Rhythm. And then Sunday, we're back here with you for the Music Hangout. Okie dokie, okie dokie. And I was going to say something else, but I don't remember what I was going to say. I'm drawing a blank. That's probably about the time we should get out of here when it happens. What do you mean? Can't understand. I'm muffled. What? Oh dear, what? Can you guys hear me?
I mean, I just muted myself and I played it on the Facebook Live and I could hear what you were saying.
Could or could not?
I could.
Could? Oh, well.
And I also heard it on Skype too, so let me
Well, here's I'll just recap this real. I missed most of what was said. Here, I'll recap it real quick before we get to our two final songs. So tomorrow, join us on the radio network, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. It'll be Rick and Deborah Scott on the podcast tomorrow. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, we'll have Rock and Ron radio show. And then tomorrow at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, Spud will have the Bible study come up tomorrow, right here on Facebook. Thursday night, we're going to try to start a little bit early if we can at around 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, for the Music Hangout. A little bit earlier start since I'm off the day job until Monday. So we may try to go a little bit earlier if we're ready to go on Thursday. Friday is Red's Room, where among the guests will be Kara Hannon, Crystal Craven in the outreach, Lynn Shen, Freedom Heart. But we do want to make note that if you want to know more about Lynn Shen and Freedom Heart, go to our socials, CMS TV Spotlight, our community, and Christian Media Spotlight's main page, where you will find a features article done by one contributing writer, Spud, over there, who sat down with Lynn Shen not that long ago, and you will see that features article at long last. You get to know more about Lynn Chen. So go check that out. It was posted earlier today. Go check that out. And then, of course, if we have enough submissions, even for an hour or so of Night of Soap, that will tentatively be Friday as well at 7 Eastern. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll have it confirmed one or the other on Thursday night when we gather together for the Hangout. Saturday, Marjane is back to host and perform. Lee Goldberg, Ron Geshin, The Glory Road, and several other artists, Chris Sarver, joining them, Joy Dame as well, on Saturday. And then Sunday night, we're back with you to end the weekend. But hopefully we don't get to Sunday very quickly because, I don't want the next 5 days to go that fast. I may be a little tiny bit selfish in that, but I don't want the next 5 days to go by that fast.
No, don't do that to yourself.
Just saying. All right.
Don't do that to yourself.
Thank you. Alongside Snowy Spudhold House.
Mm-hmm. And Jeffrey said that you were constipated with words. And Jeffrey, don't do that to Joe. Don't do that to Joe.
Love each other tonight, even Jeffrey. We will see you back here. It's important to love one another tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
And I did find out that for the Monday night this week, it's Bonnie Scott, I believe.
Monday. That's right. Bonnie Scott on Monday. 2 final songs now. Mikey Moore, Peace of God, coming up in just a moment to end things right now. Here is a request that was delayed from Sunday. We won't put off any longer. We'll play it right now. So stick around. Worship with us for 2 final songs over this next 10 minutes. Here's Abigail. And, of course, the updated credit sequence. We will roll that manually in just a few moments here. Here's Abigail Nigren. Go check out her Spotify, her socials, everywhere you stream music. Even on a radio network. Fantastic stuff from Abigail Nigren. Here is her tune, You Know Better. Good night. We love y'all. We'll see you tomorrow on the radio, and we'll see you Thursday.
Bye, guys.
Another edition of the Music Hangout back here on Thursday. Good night. Take good care. Have a great rest of your night and your Wednesday. See ya.
I second guess like it's my job. Always wondering if I chose wrong. And I'm always changing my mind. Done it at least 100 now, 1,000 times. So when I start to spiral, would you flood my heart with this reminder? You know
guys. This song is called Peace of God. Singing out, peace of God. Peace of God, wash over me now. Peace of God, wash over me now. Wash over me now. God, may I be still in you. Oh, I find my rest, Oh, and knowing who you are, I find my rest in you. Oh, I find my rest in you, yeah. Peace of God, wash over me.
4, 3.